All right. Hello. Thank you very much. So, ladies, uh, moist holes, am I right? Anyways, hello. Welcome back to my stand-up routine. My name is Richard, middle name Inya, last name Mouth. As I've said before, the ladies can call me Dick. The gentlemen can call me Richard. And if you're neither of those, well, you can call me anytime. Alright, I guess I'd like to start my routine by talking about Cleveland's NFL rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. The guy who made his first career start for the Browns and picked up a 24-10 victory against the Las Vegas Raiders, which is pretty significant on account of the fact that Shedeur became Cleveland's first quarterback to win in his first career start since 1995, which is relatively crazy if you really think about it, as 1995 was Cleveland's last year in Cleveland before the team got shipped off to Baltimore thanks to their owner. And that Baltimore team went on to become the Ravens, who are currently in first place in their division as they hold the tiebreaker over Pittsburgh. I'm not exactly sure what the tiebreaker is since the two teams haven't played each other. It might be based on win percentage in conference games or record in divisional games or strength of victory. I don't really know, but Baltimore is in first because of their win and because of Pittsburgh's loss to the Bears. The Bears are actually looking pretty alright, I'd say. You know, they're 8-3 and in first place in their division, which at this time of the year, you would definitely want that, especially with how talented the teams in those divisions can be. Let's see, what else has been pretty relevant? Well, I guess a bunch of crap involving the Department of Education. That's been pretty relevant. Let's see. They have listed several fields and taking them off of the professional degrees list. Those fields include fields of nursing, physician assistants, physical therapist, audiologist. That is how you pronounce it. I had to Google it. Now you need to as well. Architects, accountants, educators, and social workers. So basically, the Department of Education got together with our administration and was like, yeah, you know these degrees, these fields that, like, help people? Yeah. These don't mean shit. There's nothing worse than feeling like shit after eating so much Thanksgiving food, though. I love Thanksgiving. Let me know in the comments section what your favorite side dish is. Mine might have to be the rolls, you know? That was like the one thing I would eat on Thanksgiving. Just roll after roll after roll. And as if you couldn't tell, I paid the price for it. Well, this video is probably going to be uploaded on Thanksgiving Day if the editor decides to work fast enough. So, in order to celebrate the occasion, I present to thee 5 Thanksgiving-related jokes that I'm sure will tickle your ribs and fracture your spine, and maybe cause you to black out this Friday. Alright, let me first start by asking a simple question. What is a turkey's favorite month? Well, they don't have one, but if they did, they'd prefer any month other than November. You know, one thing I love about life is getting to feel these nostalgic feelings over certain things. One thing I am not nostalgic about is the fact that a bird enthusiast taught me how to drive. Yeah, that's right. When I first asked him how I start my car, he replied, Turkey. There was one time that I was invited to a Nintendo-themed Thanksgiving party. It was going pretty well up until a food fight broke out. You know, I don't think the host enjoyed that, because nobody likes when your party turns into a super smashed potatoes melee. But that's nothing compared to the country music themed Thanksgiving that I was invited to. That one was pretty good. They served Reba mac and cheese. Lastly, I wanted to ask, what do you call a running turkey? Fast food. And with that, those are the 5 jokes that I'm sure will tickle your ribs and fracture your spine, and maybe give you scoliosis. With that in mind, thank you for coming to my stand-up routine. My name is Richard, middle name Inya, last name Mouth. And like I always say, nobody is above the law. Unless you're a Republican. Good night, everybody.